off on our ride out and we ran out of fuel. So we've had to push it the rest of the way to the fuel station. We're nearly there.
You're kidding me.
What? No cards?
No cards. Well, no, we're okay on this side.
We've had lots of problems, haven't we?
Do you know, some of those days,
So we went to fill up with fuel, didn't we? We got
ran out of fuel, went to fill up. Credit card wasn't accepted. Thought,
none of
okay.
our cards would work.
Put the next one in, that didn't go. Put your two in, they didn't work. We thought, well, we're going to have to park up and walk home. And then some lady filling up said, oh, look, you can have some of my fuel. I said, oh, that's really helpful. We pushed the bike to the petrol pump, gave her some money, and then she said, diesel? Gaso? It's petrol.
Yep.
But she put 10 euros in for us. So we thought, that'll get us here to the next,
To our next closest petrol station.
and then take a look.
I don't know if you can see on there, but it's got red and white tape over it, so you can't use it. Thankfully, there's another one just up the road, up there to the right, that's Super U. Let's see if we can get some petrol there. Do you think we'll get some fuel this time?
Okay, let's try.
Third time lucky?
It was inevitable that Mrs. Nussbaum, whoever that is, it was inevitable her card was going to get cancelled sooner or later. Mrs. Nussbaum.
Never heard of it.
Wonder if anyone knows what film that's from. Stolen Credit Card.
Oh,
Brilliant film.
is it? This is our local beach cafe, if you like. We've come here every summer, haven't we? They do live music and we have a dance. We've got a video on our channel, haven't we, of us dancing here?
Yeah, and they do music. It's fabulous here at night. They have all this with little pea lights
Yeah.
all around, and they have a band. Yeah. Dancing on the sand though is difficult.
It's good for the leg muscles. We're having a bottle of cider, aren't we?
Oh.
And some chips. And we did have a panini, but she took it back.
There was something wrong with it. I don't quite know what it was.
No, but she took it away and she's bringing another.
They are all ride-on kayaks. Really nice.
We'd like some of those for our new house, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Without the fishing rods. Don't need the fishing rods.
Yeah, we don't need the fishing rods.
But little ride-on kayak. The ride-on kayak to do the lakes with. We could have a pack-up lunch. Pack the gramophone.
Yeah.
We could pull up onto a beach and then play some vintage music, and just anything to do with water would be lovely.
just arrived in Granville, and the photographers love the bike, don't they?
Yeah. We found some people with other green vehicles.
This is absolutely amazing. And the bunkers are open today. So there was a 4.5-inch battery here in the wall. Quite a long defence at Granville. They held up for some time. But they, unfortunately, when we had mastery of the sea, they got mullered by shore bombardment. You can see, look, there's the one of the casements that's broken in half.
Otherwise, I try to go in the soft water.
Yes, in the calm.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not a question of the calm, but it's...
This is a wedding,
So we've been here about a year.
a typical French wedding. They go around in their cars. There's the bride. One with a boat on it.
Do you think they're going on a cruise?
Maybe.
Oh! So this is a mount for an open gun. In other words, a gun that would just have camouflage over the top, wouldn't have a concrete bunker to sit in. But they tend to come off warships. They took a lot of Polish guns, they took a lot of Czechoslovakian guns, and of course the Germans took French guns and repurposed them. But you can see there would be the original mount, and then around the outside here is where the wheels would have gone, so it could traverse
360 degrees it could turn, couldn't it?
degrees. Yeah, but look at the arc of fire it's got. So one of these bunkers might not be here, might be somewhere else, would have picked up the range. It would have been a range direction bunker, and that would have sent the calculation back for the full shot back to this gun. And actually, I'm being cocky, you can see there's a conduit. There's probably electrical cables would have come out of there,
Okay.
and that's where they would have picked up the gun and gone, "Ja, jawohl, target, bearing, 1, 2, 5, shoot!" And then, "Eine Engländer!" Ah! And they would have run away like that.
So what do you know about this bunker then?
So this one has got a 120 centimetre gun, sorry, 120 millimetre gun, which is about 5 or 6 inches. It's got an unusual camouflage. So these indentations were actually done at the time. They're not damaged. And it looks like they've just jammed cloth in against the form. You can see the marks here, the wooden mould, if you like. It's the structure they slip form the concrete in when it was constructed, and originally this here would have had a wooden battens against it, wooden boards, and wooden boards against here, and that was designed if any light rounds came in, it wouldn't cause shrapnel to come off, they would embed into the wood. And you see these are interesting, these two cutouts, there's one on this side, one on that side, and that allows the weapon to traverse all the way around to here. So that would have been its maximum arc that way, and then obviously it would have gone all the way over to that way. Very common. They built them all to standard designs. There we are. Oh, just on the top there. See the little hooks on the top? Might have to come back a little bit.
Yeah, I can see them here. Not sure the video can see them. God, it's so sunny.
Oh yeah, I think it's the high little hooks on the top for camouflage netting. Would have been camouflage netting. Worked it out yet?
I've worked it. It looks like an RAF control tower on the beach.
So you're right, it's like the French equivalent to Coast Guard, I imagine, or Harbour Control, or the Queen's Harbour Master. But look at the building. This is a brilliant example of how old can be used for new. Look what they've done. They've built the tower on top of the old German bunker. You see the bunker at the bottom?
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful? So they can spot ships during the day and
Go down into
run
the
from invasion at night.
You can go down to the bunker for a sleep, can't they?
Yeah. Be lovely, won't it?
Stopped off for a glass of wine, and Peter's got a. What have you got? A beer.
A very light blonde beer.
It looks very light. Almost looks like shandy.
Yeah, very light blonde beer.
I've got a bottle of water as well.
And we're in this beautiful little cafe street
Yeah.
in the old town.
It's lovely. There's the bike.
And there's a French artist on the street. Can you see him?
Yeah. Behind
That's
you.
so French, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would you later buy a painting?
Well, this is the artists' area, isn't it? This part of Granville.
Yes. It's pretty.
Beaucoup de faire malheureusement parce que il n'y a pas de personnes habitent dans la maison pour 10 ans. Donc nous avons problème avec l'humidité, l'électricité, le toit. Mais
We've just got back, haven't we?
It was a good ride,
It was, wasn't it?
isn't it? You know, the best thing about it is it didn't rain.
We've been out all day on the bike nearly.
And it didn't rain. Well, in fairness, most of the day was spent just walking to petrol stations.
You would have done more if we hadn't had to walk to get fuel.
Yeah, but we're home now. Let's go and have a beer.